So we're kind of asking all the defensive players, but if you had to give a letter grade on the tackling this spring, what letter grade would you give the defense?
I think I would give us an A. I think we've improved a lot tackling wise. We do a tackle circuit every day before practice, so we get out here like 15 minutes early. We got 4 stations. We rotate through, just working on block shedding and just like tackling fundamentals. So I think that it's translated really well for the defense, and I think everybody's improving tackling wise.
Lincoln's talked about how he feels like you're someone who's taken the experience from last year and really built on it this spring. Like, what ways do you feel like your game has grown just from that experience?
Just comfortability and confidence. I think that's what's helped me out a lot. I got a lot of experience on the field last year, and I think it's translated well on some practice field this year, just in terms of being out there worried about making plays, instead of just like, oh, let me just do my job. I'm out there doing my job, but I'm also hunting plays at the same time. So I think that's one of the main factors for me.
Like you said, you got a lot of playing time last year. How did you just feel in general about the way the season went?
I felt great. I think it was a great stepping stone for us as a team, to build upon this year. We came up short towards the end of the season, but I think that we built a lot of great chemistry, and we turned around the team culture, and I think it's great for the people coming in just to be able to come and assimilate into that culture, is what I'm saying. So I think it was a great stepping stone for us as a team.
I think for you in particular, just kind of being your first season with that extended amount of time.
But same thing for me, honestly, just like getting that on-field experience. Like it nothing's different than the game. You know what I'm saying? Like being on the field, getting the speed of the game, understanding like tendencies and tempos and stuff like that. You can't find it anywhere else. So getting that experience was really helpful for me just to go into this next season.
Did you feel like the game slowed down for you last year, or did it slow down for you kind of coming into this spring?
I think towards the end of the season it started to slow down for me last year, but definitely this spring has definitely slowed down for me a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just getting used to everything.
You guys as a defense have a lot of attention on you. There's a lot of expectations for improvement. I'm just curious, just how motivated are you guys when you hear some of that stuff, or how much of a focus has it been to kind of own up as a defense, to step up?
I don't think we're really worried about what other people's opinions on the defense are. I think we really keep everything inside the locker room or inside the team room. But at the end of the day, we work as a unit, offense and defense, and we have high expectations for everybody. So we're just working to make sure we meet those expectations and to beat them.
Lincoln's talked about how he feels like with the DBs he's seen a lot of more confidence because of strength and physical gains. Are you seeing that impact your game at all this spring?
Yeah, definitely. I think being stronger and being bigger also is a factor in terms of confidence. Just knowing that when you hit somebody, like you're not going to get knocked back, they are. So I think that's also a factor.
So your coaches talked about how some upcoming position battles, they're just really getting started right now. Who have you seen in a cornerback room that's impressed you so far? It's a crowded room.
Everybody, Prophet's been doing really well. Damani, the whole room, honestly. Prophet, Damani, C-Row, Jacoby, we've all been playing well. Fabian's been doing well as also. He's been making a lot of good plays. So I think it's been a great position battle for everybody. Competition makes everybody better. So I think that we're all pushing each other forward.
Is it challenging when there's that much competition, knowing that eventually someone's going to win out?
Nah, I think that's the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're all brothers, and we want everybody to be the best that they can. So I make a play. All that does is make somebody else want to make a play too. So I think it's the competition just brings the best out of you.
What do you feel like is your main focus, kind of moving forward specifically?
I would just say continue to be a pro. I think I talked about that before, but just making sure I do all the little things, just in terms of watching film, studying my opponents, or really in this case right now studying the offense. But just doing little things like that, I think is most important for me at the moment.
Pass interference is one of the most controversial calls in the game, and you guys have officiated practices. I'm just curious, what have you learned about that call and your expectations when you go out in a game situation for what you can get away with, what you can't, and how long does it take in a game to figure that out?
I think it's good that we have the refs out here, because these are like the Pac-12 refs, you know what I'm saying? So we get to kind of learn what they allow and what they don't allow. And I think it's just like you said, what you can do, what you can't do, just knowing where your hands have to be. And it's good because we get to talk to them. During the game, you don't really get to talk to them as much, but they're out here. We can talk to them before practice, after practice, and kind of just ask them what it is that they're looking for when calling the penalty. So I think it's helpful to have them out here.
Have they talked about a point of emphasis?
Not necessarily a point of emphasis, but I would just say keep your hands off the receiver down the field.
Easy enough.
Easy enough, simple as that.